ANC leaders are hard at work drumming up support for the party's birthday celebrations. But it's becoming difficult to sell the ANC to an increasingly skeptical voter. Compounding this is the issue of growing divisions within party structures. This has spilled over into the public domain, as seen in this interruption of an ANC media briefing by fellow members in September last year.
As the Fees Commission undermines ANC conference resolutions.
With our colors. I don't know why in Swai. You know the challenges in Swai. Anybody who speaks, especially people wearing ANC colors, who have not been designated or authorized to speak, cannot speak on behalf of the ANC. Okay? So, comrades here, they know. We are not going to allow them what the ANC Youth League in Swai. We are not going to allow any form of shenanigans of people speaking to ANC processes whilst they have not been designated. So we are not going to allow it.
However, party leaders are confident of unity and a coherent message in the lead-up to its December elective conference, except for those who choose to disregard the rules and an alliance partner like COSATU, which has already endorsed Cyril Ramaphosa to become ANC president.
It's a federation of trade unions, and it is even more difficult there to manage it because it's a federation of trade unions who meet independently to come to the federation. I don't want to enter that space, but the Youth League has a duty to act and talk consistently with the policy of the ANC. If they break, they choose to be free agents.
But the ANC Youth League is unlikely to be silenced. Its KwaZulu-Natal structure has already endorsed Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. And for the first time in its history, there are more than 5 candidates vying for the top position of president.
We've counted them. Every time people raise the name, we say 1. When there are 2, up to 8. And all of them are people whose supporters wish, or themselves wish, until they're nominated by the branches of the ANC. That is not valid. They are not candidates. They will only be candidates when branches of the ANC nominate them.
While this may be an indicator of well-functioning internal organizational processes, one analyst believes this also signals a drop in leadership standards.
You know, one who wants to be the president of the ANC for that matter, not any other organization, this 105-year-old organization, it should feel like a serious challenge to be in that. So when 8 people raise their hands, it means that challenge is not seen to be too high. So it's not a great thing to have more than 3 people from arms sitting to feel like they can lead the ANC better.
Insinuations that President Jacob Zuma may have a vested interest in who becomes his successor are likely to make the fight more difficult and poisonous for contenders.
This is not a contest for gentlemen, especially because the so-called Premier League don't necessarily fight clean. DT Mabuza in Mpumalanga has had to fight a lot of battles. Ace has downed all opponents he's ever had. And Supra is almost every day. So these are battle-hardened supporters of Jacob Zuma supporting a battle-hardened president. They are willing to use any means available to win. So if Cyril, and this is a warning, a free warning if I may, if Cyril wants to win the presidency of the ANC, he will have to fight dirty.
The political battle may even play itself out in government. Some believe the botched prosecution of Finance Minister Pravin Gordhan was a clear display of state resources being used against opponents.
In the lead up to the ANC's 2017 National Conference, this is likely to increase. It is clear that the state security agencies have themselves become a threat to national security, at least some of them. We condemn the security agencies for taking sides in the internal divisions within the ANC, alliance and government, and the increasing securitization of the state. As the SACP, we are determined to expose and combat this.
As political foes prepare to do battle, some leaders are warning of tragic consequences for the ANC at the polls if the recent local government elections are anything to go by. The party lost 3 key metros.
It was an expression of protest about, one, candidate selection processes, and secondly, and I'm talking about things that emerge from research, secondly, due to corruption and state capture, particularly at national level, which have sullied brand ANC.
Analysts warn of a further decline in support for the continent's oldest liberation movement if its ills and entrenched divisions are not addressed in time. Johannesburg.